G'day everyone, so we're just here having a look at our radish screening trial. So thankfully the grower has left the trial. They've just been through this morning and harvested the blocks on the left and the right hand side, as you can see. So I'm just going to whip through and show you some of the things that we're looking for. So this is actually the grower's commercial variety, which is quite brilliant, to be honest. It's got a beautiful globe shape. It's got a really nice compact habit, but still easy enough for the pickers to bunch. And I guess to explain, there's sort of two markets currently in Australia for a sort of a larger, more traditional green top, strong green top, and now we're probably trending more towards a short, compact top because they're tending to look a little bit better after a few days on a supermarket shelf as the leaves begin to deteriorate and lose water content. They start to shrivel, so a little bit less leaf matter is looking more attractive on a shelf. So I guess it's always important to have the standard in the trial. So that's really what we're looking to compare all the other varieties against. So it's got this really beautiful uniform shape, really bright red color, and that's the thing that'll stand out. Yeah, very uniform. So moving along, this is another one of our commercial varieties, Isis. So you can see it's probably a little bit shorter in the top again, so it tends to be a little bit better suited to the warmer months where the top will elongate a little bit more. Not quite as uniform in shape. You can see there's just a few more elongated types in there, but still very uniform. So as we scan back, you can see the tops are really even and consistent across the bed, and still makes it an excellent variety. Here's another one, Primex, which is one of our traditional varieties, and this is, as I was explaining, one of the larger green tops. So you can see, comparing Isis here, it's quite short and compact compared to Primex in front of it, which is probably a good 2 to 3, maybe 4 centimeters taller in leaf height. And then you tend not to quite get the same vigor in the bulb as part of that, I guess, genetic arrangement. So you can see here, it's not as vivid in color, which might stand out. Hopefully there's a bit of sun around, which makes the camera a bit difficult, but you can see still very uniform, beautiful globe shape. As we zoom in, reasonably good resistance to splitting. We've had a lot of rain, so that's something that I'm looking for. Nice dark green top, again, very uniform, not too much variability, but this is that larger top market segment. Radio, it's good to compare here when we talk about hybridization of varieties. This is our very old variety that we've had for a long time, and the market has since moved to hybrids like the ones I've just showed you. So you can see here straight away the size is nowhere near as good. The top height is a little bit more up and down. You can see that here in the bed. And as we zoom into the radish, you can see there's a little bit more variability. So we've got some flat disc types. We've got a few longer ones here. And really that's what hybridization does. It brings an improved uniformity and quality to the crop. So this is really just a reference to the old open pollinated varieties and the significant improvement you see with hybrids. And then we move to our trial varieties. So I won't take you through all of them. I'll probably just skip to perhaps the highlight, which comes right at the end. But you can see here we've got some really short top varieties. Again, we've got a slightly longer top type, and this is actually I guess a next generation of Primex, which is the one we saw at the beginning. You can see it's quite similar, looks really good. One thing again to check for is splitting, which is quite good. Again, it's probably just not quite vivid enough in color, but still at the same time, when we're comparing to Primex, it's probably as good or better. And then looking to the last two, now this one I was initially reasonably excited about it, but as we zoom in closer, it's really important to check. You can see we've got quite significant splitting happening, so that's a really important thing to check for. And sometimes that'll just come with earlier maturity with varieties. But as we zoom to the last one here, which is the part I got most excited about, when we're doing trials, when we find a good variety, it gets us excited. So you can see there you've got beautiful uniform globe shape. This is one of the compact top varieties, so quite short tops you can see, but really excellent uniformity as we look at the plants I haven't pulled. Again, they're quite big, early maturing, and there's no splitting, which is quite exciting. And yeah, so this is a really impressive variety, really beautiful glossy colour. And one thing I do is leave them on the bed for a little while and then just see how the colour looks after they've been in the sun for a few minutes. It just gives you a bit better indication. So again, yeah, thanks for listening. That's just a little bit of an overview of what we're looking for in a radish trial, and thanks for watching.